Okay, so now we have entered into fourth unit. Fourth unit topic 1 is Jordan's lemma. Very important examination point of view. Okay, now what is the statement? Usually this is asked as state and prove Jordan's lemma. So you have to even prepare the statement thoroughly. Okay, so now let us see what is the statement of Jordan's lemma. Here, suppose given A, F is analytic at all points in the upper half plane y greater than or equal to 0 that are exterior to a circle mod z equals to r naught. That means what? Here I have already drawn the figure. See, x-axis, y-axis. Where is r naught? Yeah, from the origin to this part, the radius is r naught. So exterior of r naught, where is exterior of r naught? All this region, right? And in all this region y is greater than or equals to 0. So where is f analytic? F is analytic outside here in the upper half plane of mod z equal to r naught. In the exterior part of it, it is analytic. So that is the first condition. F is analytic in the exterior part of the upper plane mod z equals to r naught. Second, what is the thing? Second, it is given that CR denotes a semicircle. What is CR? CR is a semicircle of radius r. So here, from here to here, this is radius r. With that much radius, we are drawing a semicircle. So if this is r naught till here, then this is r, isn't it? Okay, so with that I am drawing a semicircle. Semicircle means half of the circle. So what should be the limits? 0 to pi. Yeah, theta will lie. So what here? Z is equals to parametric notation r e power I theta, where r denotes the radius. For CR, what is the radius? Capital R. So Z is equals to r e power I theta. And how is r? This, obviously this radius is greater than this radius. That is what is the second condition. Third condition, for all points z on CR, for all points z on CR, there should exist a positive constant mr such that modulus of f of z should be less than or equals to mr. And whenever as the radius becomes larger and larger, the mr, this constant, positive constant, should become 0. This is the third condition. With these three conditions, now we have to prove that whenever limit r tends to infinity, integral over CR f of z e power I a z dz should be equals to 0. So this is what we are trying to prove. For that, given assume ABC, given ABC, what is that we are trying to prove? Required to prove, I should say given ABC, required to prove limit r tends to infinity, integral over CR f of z e power I a z dz should be equals to 0. For that, in order to prove this, let me consider integral over CR f of z e power I a z dz. Let me just consider this part. Okay, now let me say what is z. Here it is already given. What is z? Z is equals to r e power I theta. So what is dz? dz will be r e power I theta I d theta, isn't it? Okay, what is CR? Limits of CR will be 0 to pi. So I'll write 0 to pi. In place of this, I'll write r e power, this is equals to r e power I theta, e power I a z is r e power I theta, dz is r e power I theta into I d theta. This is okay. So this is integral over CR f of z e power I a z dz. Okay, if I take modulus on both the sides, what will happen? we always know that modulus of integral is always less than or equals to integral of modulus. So now integral of modulus of f r e power I theta, again modulus of e power a I a r e power I theta, modulus of r e power I theta into I d theta. Now what is modulus of I? 1. Modulus of e power I theta, what is e power I theta? Cos theta plus I sin theta, isn't it? So when we take mod, it is square root of cos square theta plus sin square theta, which is 1. So it is 1. So this is 1, this is 1. We are just left with r. R is a radius, radius is a distance. So distance can never be negative. So it is always positive. And here this is nothing but z. Z is this. And what is given? Modulus of f of z is less than or equals to mr. So I can write this is less than or equals to mr, which is a constant. This is r, which is a constant. So integral 0 to pi modulus of e power I a r e power I theta d theta. We are just left with this because this is nothing but z. Modulus of f of z is less than or equals to mr. Mr is a positive constant, so no need to write modulus outside, and it's a constant, so it will be outside the integral. And r is radius, it's a constant, so it is a positive constant, so it is outside the integral. Now there is a result which you should know. Modulus of e power I a r e power I theta is always less than or equals to e power minus a r sin theta. So I will use this result here. You have to remember this result. So this is less than or equals to mr into r. And what is this? Integral 0 to pi e power minus a r sin theta into d theta. Now again in turn, another thing to remember, integral 0 to pi e power minus a r sin theta d theta is always less than or equals to pi by ra. These are from the known results. So now if I substitute it here, if a is a positive constant, then I can say it is pi by ra. So mr r pi by this whole thing is now equals to pi by ra. R gets cancelled. Now see the third thing says, as the radius tends to infinity, mr becomes 0. So now let me take limit r tends to infinity, integral over cr f of z e power I a z dz. If I take limit, this is less than or equals to limit r tends to infinity mr into pi by a. As r tends to infinity, what is mr becoming? Given 0. So what is this? As limit r tends to infinity, integral over cr f of z e power I a z dz is equals to 0. That is what we need to prove. So this is Jordan's lemma. Okay, this is very important. Please learn the statement as well as the proof thoroughly.